when I heard that Starlite was going up for sale. Can I swear? I mean, I just said,
locked in is a room. It is getting cold and lonely. Gladly
soulless. I mean, I shouldn't say that so bravely, but I mean, like, we lose a big chunk of arts and culture in general, certain demographic, a certain genre, certain subculture of people that are, you know, we coin it as counterculture. You don't really get to see that at the Wind Spears and the Jubilees and stuff like that. So it would leave a giant hole in what makes Edmonton a little bit interesting.
it would be like the Gretzky trade. You know, it just like we would lose something. There would just be a big hole in the city. The history of this place matters to a certain degree. And then also the sound and the video production and everything they do here is really important, and the sense of community and the sense of continuity. That would all be gone. The loss of it would be just like another gut punch in a century of pain. Yeah.
At this iteration of the venue is probably, to me, is my favorite, because this is the most open to the scene it's ever been, in my opinion. Without the Starlite Room, it means there's gonna be no like communal concert space in the downtown. And if you want to revitalize the downtown, you gotta keep this kind of shit going.
It's been, I would say, probably one of the longest main running staples in Edmonton. Place opened in 1989. We just celebrated 35 years as a venue. In that time, it's gone through a couple different incarnations, a few different ownerships, but it still has continued to produce our next era of talent through those 35 years.
I've been going there like I guess a huge part of my life. The wood, the fact that they had the brick on the outside always looked cool, and like I always had like these memories of like lining up in the different configurations that we would have, and everyone always falls on that one step, like when they try to go up to the merch thing. That stage is so high, like it's insane. Literally feels like you're jumping out of an office window. Getting into the lobby, going up those stairs, the brick, that stuff is, there'd be no replica of that, you know? You couldn't replicate it. You could try, but it's all like something different, you know?
Well, there's that. The fact that it's kind of a triple threat. I mean, you know, the Bronx Rev Starlite big main room is just like your classic box. There's nothing pretentious about it at all. It's just it's brick and perfect and giant, but there really isn't anything like that. Like the fact that it has this old history of it being kind of a performing arts space, like going back, you know, like 100 years is there's something about that. I mean, they did eventually clean the guar blood off the roof, but that was sitting there for decades. Has this enormous legacy that nobody else in town has. I mean, it outlived the Coliseum, right? So many gigs happening constantly of every stripe, you know, like metal and punk and country and EDM and all this. And so many people have this place as kind of a cultural nexus, even though it's not like a neighborhood pub. Downstairs is a little bit, but I mean, when it really comes down to it, like this is like the coolest single-use venue in the city, really, when it comes down to it, is what I would say.
what is next? We're just continuing to have conversations with our federal, provincial, municipal levels of government, all kinds of different people who, bringing heads to the table to really try to sit down, focus, and see how we can kind of move ahead. And I'm not just speaking on Starlite. This is everyone, all the venues that are considered grassroots culture spaces.
I'm just excited to see what the youth are able to do with us leaving them a carcass, a smoldering garbage fire,
As far as personally, I mean, it's one of my favorite venues of all time, Yeah, that's that.